right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. First thing I want you to do, this is what I want you to do. If you have a folding device like the Fold 7, the Fold 6, the Fold 5, I want you to close it up if you want to and enjoy this video in full screen on your cover display, or you can watch it in the interior display by just showing it like this. You can watch it on the top half. You can watch it in tint mode. It's another thing you can do. Intent mode is you kind of crack it open like this. Get it here. And then you watch it like this as it's sitting up like that. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to enjoy some cover display content. This video has been recorded by the Z Flip 7. And if you have a folding device like the Flip 6 or the Flip 7, here's how you can view this exact video. You'll just watch it like this in full display on your inner display this time. So 21:9 aspect ratio for you guys out there. Want to switch it up, do things a little different. This discussion video is about the previous generation phones. Now, yeah, I do have the S25 Edge, but I don't really consider this a previous generation, and I'll get to that in just a second. But for those that are wondering, you know, hey, I bought the Z Flip 6. I know people, I don't know them personally, but I've seen people and spoken to people who just bought this phone. They literally just bought the Z Flip 6 or the Z Flip 7. Sorry, so just my microphone. They literally just bought these phones and they're in love with them. Like they heard about the 7s, but they just bought the 6, or they just bought the Fold 6 or the Flip 6. And they're just excited about it. I was at the Mercedes dealer recently, and the guy was so excited that he had just gotten his Fold 6, but then he saw me using the Fold 7, and he was like, "Oh, I heard about that. Is that it? Can I check it out?" I was like, "Yeah, but man, I just got this one, and I'm good. I'm not, you know," because he's just a regular consumer who just bought the phone, and he's gonna enjoy it. There are a lot of people out there who actually bought this phone last year at launch, like I did, and you don't have any intentions on getting rid of it, and you should just hold on to your device because you don't have this failing device. While the current generation is on Android 16, while it's on Android 16 and One UI 8, your device will get it as well. This current generation is very nice, and I've talked about it enough. I'll talk about it some more. But you're going to get One UI 8 and Android 16. You're probably going to get it coming up here pretty soon. So if you want to keep up with what's going on, if you want to get in early, you have to go into your members icon here. You have to go into the members application. Go into that members application on your phone. Sign up for betas. Do what you need to do there. Sign up. But this is my 1 terabyte. I always optimize my phones. This is my 1 terabyte Z Fold 6, and my Flip 6 is 512. So this device, I mean, even if Samsung said, "Hey Jay, you know, we're not going to invite you out, we're not going to give you a phone, we're not going to do anything," I still probably would have not traded this device in, even though I will be purchasing the Fold 7 anyway, because this is a 1 terabyte. I got them both in the limited colors, and I actually like this like carbon fiber faux look that it has. I think it's really cool. And so there's an advantage for me having these higher storage ones because I can use them on the channel like I've been doing, using them to record like crazy, and I get to leave I can keep stuff stored on the device. That's an advantage for having these larger storages. So, and also another reason why I just felt like I just didn't want to get rid of this phone is because it's not bad. Like the new hardware is enticing. Folks, if you see these, I suggest that you don't go see these. don't go see the 7 in person. You're gonna feel some type of way. So just don't do it. Just don't do it. You're gonna be in awe of how lightweight this is, how much, better it feels in the hand, a whole bunch of things. Now it is wider, so if you're used to the 6, you might say the 6 feels better. But initially, that's going to be most people's take on it. But you'll definitely switch. You'll change it up and say, hey, I think I like the way the 7 feels for sure. You got a bigger cover display. You have a bigger inner display. You have a bigger device. Period. But it's thinner, sleeker. It's nice. But if you have this previous generation, this 6, this was the switch from when, they took it from the fully rounded devices to these squared off devices. This is when they made that switch. And this is still a very premium feeling device. Very premium. I mean, it is got that strong hinge. And I've been using this since launch of last year. So it's definitely worthy to buy now. If you can find these 512s or just any of these devices, any of the storage options on sale, like a deep sale, I suggest you buy it if you want to save a ton of money. You're going to get the same experience. You don't have the hardware is what's different, folks. The hardware is what's different in between these two phones, and it is a major upgrade. I'm not going to tell you that it's not. It is a big upgrade. Physically, it is a big upgrade. And yeah, they took away some options. You could argue that, I still have pen support on my Fold 6. You'd be right. That's good. That is an advantage. But this is a much bigger upgrade than it appears to be. It really is. So I still say I'm glad to still have the Fold 6. And if you have the Fold 6, again, you see me promoting, hey, you need to check out the Fold 7. That's just a part of the game. That's just part of the game. You should check it out. But knowing what you have, you don't have to switch. Now, I have the Ultra over here for a reason as well. And I'll talk about that. But, if you have the Fold 6, try to maintain your composure and don't switch. Now, what I will say about the Flip 6, that's what I say about this. I personally think, and remember, I'm recording with the Flip 7 and 21:9 aspect ratio, so I hope you're enjoying a full screen experience. You should be viewing it like this. This is how you should be. It should look like this on your screen. It should look beautiful like this. If you view it like this is how it's going to look. But for some reason, I've always promoted that you go to the next version of the 6 of the Flip, and this is a huge upgrade from the 7 coming out from any of the previous generations, any of them, even this one, because that cover display comes to life. You get a bigger phone altogether. You just get a much better device. And that's the same thing happened with the Fold, but the Flip is the one that sells a lot. Like the Flips outsell the Folds by a long shot, I'm told. So I just know that if you have any of the previous generation of Flips, I'm going to tell you probably should go ahead and get this new one, because you're going to really be impressed with the weight savings, the larger display. The cameras is pretty much the same. But you're just going to enjoy a very, very, very nice phone. You really are. And I think you will not be disappointed. I still use this device to record and do things with. And I just feel like, this is the one that you definitely should upgrade from. And if you do want to upgrade, there's links in the description to where you can grab the Fold 7, the Flip 7, the Flip FE, the Watch. You can get them all. I mean, it's your choice. I'm just kind of laying it down for you and just letting you know my personal opinion on it, why you probably don't have to if you don't want to. Some people get really shook on should they, I'm trying to avoid the lighting, on should they upgrade? Screw it. Should they upgrade? A lot of people get caught up into this, and you get yourself in a whirlwind of should I do it, and you end up giving up your device, and then you get the new device, and you're like, man, I should have kept it. Now, there are people, so far I know a record officially of Will's Gadgets and More and My Project 13. Those are creators out there who traded in this device. Let's just move these out of the way. They traded in the Ultra for this device. Now they're switching classes per se. Like if this was I know these aren't their only phones, but they're switching classes. They went to a different classroom. Straight up. This is a different classroom. This and this are in different classes. They're just cousins. They're not in the same class. They're not brothers or cousins. That is something that I don't think I could have done. I don't think I could have switched from the Ultra to the Fold, but I could switch from the Ultra to the Flip 7 because they slabbed. I'm thinking more in the perspective of a person transitioning, not so much them and what they did and whatever. And I got to say, these Pros, folks, Pros, beast mode, I've been using these for, they're so good. Maybe I'll follow up on those later. But I'm not talking to them. I'm talking about people who have an Ultra and switch from the Ultra to the Fold 7. And if you did that, I would love to hear you shout it out in the comments as to why you did that. Because that just goes to show that folding devices are taking a toll. Like they're gaining some ground, which is what we know is going to happen. I just wish that more people would get their hands on these flip versions first before going to the big dog, because this could be a serious learning curve. Sometimes you might feel like you have to open it up, or this might be too narrow coming from how wide the Ultra is. Like you look at these side by side, this is a pretty big difference. Now, I know some people, might feel like, hey, I just want to go for the best. And you know what? Go for it. There's no wrong answer here. But there are people that actually went from the Ultra to the Fold 7. But I hope that people who are transition to this style first and then gradually go to it, because you can save a lot of money. You can still get a 512 option, and you can get better colors. Like you get a variety of things. It's different. But the Ultra, I've had the Ultra since launch, and we all know that the Ultra is coming. The 2026, 2025 or whatever, 2026 version is coming, and it's going to look like this. Samsung is going to transition to the more soft, rounded. This is my S25 Edge. They're going to and folks, by the way, this is a beast mode phone. Don't sleep on this phone. You're sleeping on this phone because you think the battery might be bad because it's so thin. I'm not going to say you're wrong, but and some people might think that they can't transition from the Ultra to the Edge. I've seen people do that too. I've seen people say, hey, I gave them my Ultra for that Edge and I'm not looking back. The Ultra is a chunky, overweight. It just feels massive now next to this. And this is what's happening. So the S26 Ultra, you're pretty much looking at it. They'll keep this same camera module here, but you're looking at a much thinner, more softer, more rounded, more subtle, more supple. This is what it's going to be, folks. They can't make it too thin. Now let's look at the S Pen bars. As you see here, the most they can probably do is make it as thin as the S Pen bars. But it's totally possible. They can move that SIM tray like they did on the Fold. See, they moved the SIM tray to the top instead of the side on the Fold series. It's on the side on the Fold series, but they moved it to the top. And on this one, it stayed the same for the flips. They can stay the same. But on this one here, they can totally move. They can totally move the SIM tray. I was looking at the one because FedEx is out there. They can totally move the SIM tray to the top and put the S Pen on that side, or make room for it, just period. It's totally possible. So you're looking at the next generation of how the phones are going to look. I personally like this thinner, lightweight. No one wants this big, bulky phone in their pocket after a while. You'll still have a very big display, but you're going to have the newer design. The Edge should be getting an update to it. When rumor has it that the Edge is going to be getting an update with the 26 Edge, getting a bigger battery and, some other things. But ultimately, folks, if you have the previous generation, don't be deterred and feel like you have to switch. But if you do, there's a link in the description. You can go ahead and grab yours, get those credits, get that good trade-in value. But don't be deterred to feel like you have to switch to the phone I'm recording with, the Z Flip 7, or the phone I'm holding, the Z Fold 7. They're beast mode phones. Don't be deterred. If you just bought your phone within the last 3 months, hey, I suggest, like I said at the initial part of the video, don't go looking, because you're going to find exactly what you're looking for. And you're probably going to end up being enticed to trade into these new models that have come out this year. They're good. But if you have these, folks, I'll be holding on to these. I don't think I'm going to trade in my Ultra either, just for comparison purposes. I'm just going to grab one through wherever I decide to buy it at the time and not do any trade-ins and just get it. I'm just going to get it and enjoy it. But I will be picking up the new Pixel. Obviously, I already told you which one I'm thinking about grabbing. So we'll see how that works out. But it's your man Jay. Samsung has arrived, and they came in guns blazing, like people like to say. And they are not backing down. The bar has been set really high with the new Fold generation. And even with this Edge, it has been set with this as well. So-called iPad Air is coming, and we'll see how that works out. But with it having only one camera, I don't know. It's your man Jay. Links in the description to buy the new Fold and Flip and Watch and all the new goodies. I hope you enjoyed this aspect ratio. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.